Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper and there's another video on Raid Shadow Legends and another of our series of I Built Them So You Don't Have To. But I gotta tell you a little story about this particular video. You see, on Friday, we were having a really good time in the stream and suddenly, boom, a hype train goes crazy. And it's absolutely, I gotta tell you on a sidebar, as a Twitch streamer, when you are a part of a hype train, I don't care if it happens to you every week, every stream, or whether it just happens once in a while, it's fun and it feels good. It is great to know that you're being supported by people who actually like the content that you're providing. So before I talk about the actual what happened, I do want to say thank you to everyone at the Twitch stream that participated in that, or even was just there. I don't ever ask for subs. I don't ever expect subs, but I do definitely appreciate them. It helps my channel grow and keep going. And so every time you guys do it, it makes me feel really good. Warms the heart, so to speak. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. However, this isn't about thanking you. This is about telling you the story of I Built Them So You Don't Have To, this video. What happened was we were at the level 5 hype train and we were about 10% away from hitting level 5 complete. So I said, if we get level 5 complete, I will open up my final sacred shard and whatever comes out, I'll build it for the next video. Well, it happened. I pulled and she's there and she's waiting. But she's going to be the video after this one, and there's a reason why. Because I have been drinking a few wobbly pops, and because of that, I decided to take this one step further. You see, we made it that 10%, but we also made it several 100% afterwards, as a lot of people jumped in, and we're thankful to give more gifts and subs and biddies and stuff, and I just felt like, you know what, we got to make this one step higher. All I had left was void shards, so I said, hey, I will open up 10 void shards just as a thank you. And a lot of my chat was like, don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Why? There's a 2-time void just around the corner. Why would you waste it? Well, other ones were, of course, blood-hungry sharks who were like, yeah, open all of them, woo! So I decided to do a poll, and I said, look, there's one of two things that can happen. Either one, I open up 10, or two, I open up one, and whatever comes out of that one, I'll build next. And what came next is the next video, and I built them so you don't have to. So the champion that we have to build for you today, that I built for you today in this video, is Malbranch. And I gotta tell you, wow, that was a disappointing. There are so many good rare voids that I wasn't that concerned. I thought, yeah, why not? But I certainly didn't expect Malbranch. I tell you, what she does is she looks cool. So there's that. I now have a level 60, fully ascended, fully booked, cool looking demon spawn champion. But let's go through her kit and let's talk about what we can possibly do. First off, HP 14,865, attack 1321, defense 716. Her shining moment, her shining spot here is a 111 speed. As far as I can recall, that is the fastest rare champion in the game. So that's a pretty big deal. That is faster than many epics and legendary, most champions in this game, as a matter of fact. That is an absolute monster. That's a beast speed. So hopefully that's something we can make use of, or at least allow us to pour resources into other areas, because we know that speed will be there for us. Crit rate 15%, crit damage 50%, and resist of 30. As far as her kit, it starts out pretty good actually. Increases ally speed in arena battles by 16%. This is a very helpful skill for those in the early to mid game. When you need that speed, you don't have your Arbiter yet. There aren't a lot of speed champions. Yes, you can get Spirit Host, but she's only 10%. So here's a champion that can give you 16. But does the rest of her kit help out? Well, not so far. Attacks one enemy, has a 60% bookable to 85% chance of placing a bomb debuff that detonates after 3 turns on a 6-turn bookable to 4-turn cooldown. Yikes. And then we've got an A2 that has a 5-turn bookable to 4-turn. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. And finally, we have attacks one enemy, decreases bomb debuff detonation countdowns by 1 turn. So, what are we gonna do with this mess? Well, first off, bombs are garbage. And the fact that you are only placing 1 bomb, and the fact that it's not even 100%, and it's on a 4-turn cooldown, I thought to myself, we gotta find a way of making her work. We want to, I want to take this seriously. If you have Malbranch and you are short on options, I would say pull more shards. But if this is just this is your bed. This is what you got to do. This is where you got to sleep in it. You made it. this is what I decided to do. So why don't we check out how I decided to build out this champion. We'll talk a little bit about why I decided to do that, and then we'll test it out and find out what happens. It's a mystery to both of us, so looking forward to it. So I think we can all agree that bombs are not a useful ability in the game. To have a A1, that A1 actually sounds kind of neat. It basically gives you a chance. It's a baby soul drinker. Gives you a chance to reduce detonation times. It's something you can play in with the bomb squad certainly, but the A3, only 85% chance, and it's only a single bomb on a single target, is really an irrelevant ability. It just isn't relevant whatsoever. So the two options here were to build out a full bomb squad, which I've already done, and then try to insert her into that bomb squad, which frankly, that would be doing you guys a disservice as much as it might be amusing to try. The reality is it's not going to be a good champion. It's not going to be, if you want to build a bomb squad, and they're fun, you need an Astrolith or Shazar. You need it typically with a War Mother is the best option. You probably need a Soul Drinker. At worst, you need a Galcut, but definitely not a Malbrand. She just doesn't have the kit to support the rest of them to really make a bomb squad work for you. And if you want to make a bomb squad, just check out the video that I have on my channel for the bomb squad and follow that, because that's probably going to be a better depiction of what a bomb squad can potentially do. So instead we decided, look, she's an attack-based champion. For a rare, she's got decent attack. Let's find out what kind of damage she can do. So we built her out crazy, and on top of that, I built her out with all gear that was not on a single other champion. A lot of this was from farming over the last week and a half. Some of it from the clan boss. Obviously, you can see there was one piece that I just hadn't built out yet. So it was a real opportunity to build out some very good gear, as you can see, that I can use as a secondary piece of gear for my champions. So very nice. And then before we get into the stats, we'll talk about the masteries as well. I went full mastery as if this is just a standard attack-based champion. Think Errol. You know, it's a champion that's just going to be hitting one target all the time, trying to do as much damage as possible. So we went down with, we want this Ruthless Ambush. We want the ability on the default skill with Methodical. And because she starts behind epics and legendaries as far as her crit damage, default crit damage, and because I wasn't stealing those kind of prime gears that had maybe multi-rolls and crit damage with crit rate, that sort of thing, we decided to go to Flawless Execution to give her a better opportunity to land that, you know, as much crit damage as possible, as opposed to the Helm Smasher. She is a single target nuker, so a 50-50 chance on that versus a guaranteed extra 20% crit damage. We went with Flawless Execution. Then we went down, like I always say, I like going down this side on the defense. I would rather have the defense 75, but frankly, the resist 10's fine. And then this one right here, which reduces the amount of damage received but from crit hits, or when the champion is hit by a critical attack, by 8%. So I really like that one. And of course, we want that retribution, that chance for A1, see how hard it can hit and see if it counterattacks. As far as her abilities, or sorry, as far as her total stats go, let's take a look here. We have her at 29,665 with 48 attack. I'm actually kind of impressed with how much attack we're able to get, considering we're starting at 1,300. So she's going to smack pretty good if she's got the right modifiers for it, the right multipliers. 215 speed, that was perfect. You know what? Having that 215 speed made, or that 111 starting speed made things so much easier, because we were able to get to a reasonable speed to be able to bring her into the arena. And then 100% crit rate, 249 crit damage. Like we said, hey, it would only been 229 without that. So I really like the Flawless Execution. And I would say that not as a blanket statement, but by far and large, I think I would prefer Flawless Execution to Helm Smasher on single target rare champions. In fact, I would even go so far as to say is I prefer Flawless Execution on most single target only champions. There are a few exceptions that I would go with. Someone who's got like a triple hit number or a triple and a double, like a Rosin would be a good example of a Helm Smasher candidate, just because he's hitting so many times in succession. You know, Rotos, just because he's already got the ignore defense. So if you get that extra bit, that might be the difference between completely killing a high defense champion, those sort of things. But I really think I like the idea of the Flawless Execution on here to get her stats where they are. Obviously, you see, we gave her only 100 accuracy. We're not looking for those bombs. We don't care about the bombs. We're not trying to build her out for the bombs. So what next? Well, as always, we're going to take her into the dungeons. We're going to take her into the Dragon Dungeon, and we're going to see what kind of damage she can do. And then we'll move her into a run and then see if she can actually survive and you know, help make a run. Actually, we might go Ice Golem. I think Ice Golem might be the better one. Then I can bring in Phoenix or that sort of thing, or Luria or something. We'll test her out. So let's head to the Ice Golem next. Okay, here we are in the Ice Golem. We're gonna go with a couple of different options here. First of all, we all know that Knight Errant is one of the best modifiers on his A3 in the game, so that'll kind of give you what the max damage kind of output is. Obviously, this is not a scientific, we're not swapping gear and all that. We're just going to kind of try to give you a reasonable idea of what to expect when using Malbranche as an attack-based champion. We also brought in Elhain, and the reason why I wanted to bring her in was to compare apples to apples. Yes, she's a multi-hit, but at least you can get a general idea of what she's doing in comparison to another rare champion. And then finally, the gold standard, as it were. I like bringing in Rotos because his A2 and his A3 are kind of the standard of what most people would be using in the as far as legendary champions. He's got good attack modifiers on his single target abilities. So let's take a look at Rotos here. His stats here first: 53, 35 attack, 247 crit damage. Next up, we're going to take a look at... Now, keep in mind, he does have an HP modifier on his A2. Then we have Knight Errant. Keep in mind, here, extra 75% chance when he's at full health. So that's a big deal. That's going to make him hit a lot harder off the hop. He does have lower attack because I did keep him, obviously, in an accuracy banner for his stun on his A2. But we've got 44k attack and 241 crit damage. And finally, we'll take a look at Elhain, who's going to be good crit damage, a little bit lower attack just because of the numbers and what gear I kind of had with her. But 3640 attack and 292 crit damage. So we're kind of swapping one for the other there, but should be a reasonable comparison. You can usually draw some pretty good conclusions. So let's get in here. We'll take a look at what's going on. All right, first let's get a debuff. Good. So here is Malbranche. We're going to try her A3 first. Now keep in mind this is a single attack. Probably not going to drop the bomb, but we're going to see how hard this thing can hit. Wow. 105,000. That's actually a heck of a lot more than I thought it was going to do. That hit pretty hard. She's in Savage gear. She's in Cruel gear. That's 30% defense mitigation. But wow, I'm actually very, very impressed. Now, this is not really a fair comparison because it's an AoE. So why don't we just skip her on this one here. We'll get to his A3. We'll attack this. We should go to one time so you can see it here. We'll attack with his A3. Boom. 92. So she actually hit harder than him. And you're going to say, well, yeah, but she's got defense mitigation. Well, so does he. So I think that's a pretty fair comparison. They're both ignoring defense, and she hit a little bit harder. To be frank, she hit a little bit harder than him with her A3. That's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Boom. Hopefully it doesn't get any extra turns. Good. Okay, and then we'll, of course, try... This is kind of the top-end damage. Boom. 154. Not even close, of course. That's what you can expect out of Knight Errant. If you want a single-target nuker, I kind of was hard on him on his... I built them so you don't have to. But after... being through as many single target nukers as I have in this series, I'm really starting to appreciate Knight Errant a lot more for that ability. Of course, the only caveat is he has to be alive, so you got to make sure you bring someone in who can heal so that he can keep getting that extra 70% damage. All right, let's go back to the A2s. Again, we'll debuff. Good. A2 here. Now this attacks 2 times and places a counterattack. Counterattack's a neat little added bit. 40, so 80, just under 675,000. Not bad. Actually, not bad at all. Now we got here, we've got 48. So a little less on the single target, but obviously she's an AoE nuker, so you're getting that extra as well. And then Rotos gonna hit a lot more. 94,000, of course. And then finally... we've got Knight Errant, and he's hitting for 60,000. So, again, not too bad damage. Actually, your damage is pretty good. Keep in mind here, now she's also got a counterattack. So the most important thing is, probably for her kit, that we're actually using, the portion of her kit that's actually useful to us, is what can her A1 do? Now, if you're in a bomb squad, she puts up that counterattack, it's an added bonus if she's alive long enough. She's a attack-based champion, which is the problem I see with the kit, but we'll see what her A1 can do anyway, because we're not building her out for that bomb reduction piece, so it's kind of irrelevant for us. All right, let's see. Her A1 here, gonna attack as always. Boom. Ooh, 61 for an A1 that actually has a different qualifier on it. That's not bad. What does she do? 30, 55. She got a War Master proc in there, so pretty near identical numbers. We'll take Rotos here. Boom. 51 did not hit as hard, and then Knight Errant. Boom. 54. So honestly, I gotta tell you, I think she acquitted herself pretty nicely. I'm a little bit shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. You look at the damage totals here. Elaine, with that War Master proc, did put a little more damage out there. And then Malbranch, yeah, I kind of 61,000, more than Knight Errant, more than Lost Grim. And you can say, sure, oh, Knight Errant doesn't have the same gear as her, but Rotos has like 600 more attack than her at the same crit damage. Granted, not ignoring defense because he's an immunity set, but honestly, he's the legendary champion. He should be hitting harder. I'm actually kind of color me impressed. Color me impressed with her damage. It's not bad. So next, we're going to take her through the Ice Golem again. We're going to run the whole run. We're going to keep most of this team intact. We're just going to bring in some survivability, or else we'll never get through the run. But we'll see what she can do in a team setting. Kind of get you an idea of early game. Maybe you've got some really good gear. You've got your 5 that you're working on right now, and we'll see if she can do what she can do. All right, here we are. We're keeping the team together. We're just taking out Rotos, and we're putting in Blind Seer. That's going to give us survivability. Res, you can put in Gore Grab here. You could put in, if you have it, you have Arbiter, whatever. Just you want some survivability here. So we're looking for something that can keep them alive. And Blind Seer is probably my favorite champion for this scenario. Has shields. I have her with tons of HP. She's got a block ability, and she's got a turn meter manipulator, and she's got the revive that also has a block damage attached to it. Really good for the Ice Golem boss, where you might get that double hit against you that often happens. So we'll see what happens here. So far, pretty good looking. People dying left, right, and center. Not a single hit on them so far, which is a good sign. It's not going to be a speed run because there's no AoEs here, or there's very little. Elaine has some AoE, I guess. And technically, Venus is probably going to pop off when it comes to the boss because of her HP burn. So she'll probably lead the pack when it comes to damage at the end of it, just because of that HP burn. But that is something you never want to see. Yep, there it goes. Well, there you go. Now can hit with impunity. She can hit with impunity, and now Malbranch can also hit with impunity, which is good. See, I love that ability. And now they got shields on, so they're safe. Elhain doesn't take any of that damage. There we go. So they're up there. He's still got full health, which is nice too, of Knight Errant. So I don't know, honestly, considering the team I've put together, I'm pretty happy with the time so far. This team is for a young team, I guess. Yeah, again, easy for me to say with Venus and Blind Seer, a couple Void legendaries, but still, nonetheless, I mean, the fact that I'm using 2 rares and an epic that's kind of a afterthought epic. Maybe an underrated epic. Maybe I even underrated him epic, but nonetheless, pretty good so far. What would have been a good idea is I probably should have brought Luria in. We could have taken out Elhain and brought in Luria just for the block revive, but whatever. Or Phoenix, right? Another good champion for this sort of thing. The only reason I didn't bring in Phoenix is I don't have him fully geared right now. I keep taking his gear off to do these videos, quite frankly. But I think I've got a candidate for his new gear, and I think Malbranch is wearing it. So this is, yeah, this is going perfectly, I think. Especially for no attack down. That's another thing is, do not try this at home. Don't be silly. If you're a new player, free-to-play player, bring attack down to this fight. You do not. If you pull a Padma, that is your lifeline for this battle. Not the only one, but probably one of the better ones, because it has an AoE function that does not attack other than the initial hit. So she'll hit one of the adds and put attack down on everyone, which is just a godsend in this battle. Uh-oh. Can we get them? Come on, Knight Errant. Oh, that was close. Yikes. You see, that's what happens when you don't have attack down. But hey, they survived. They did it under 3 minutes. And she did... Yeah, okay, so Elhain did yeoman's work. Venus... Actually, Elhain beat Venus. I'm surprised there. But that was AoEs. And then Malbranch actually over 1 million as well. So pretty impressive when you consider they're both single target nukers and they both died almost as many times. Yeah, I think she acquitted herself very well. But the fun part is, can we take this champion into the arena and do some work? Let's find out right away here. Here's our free-to-play friendly arena team. Okay, it's not completely a free-to-play friendly team, but I do have 2 rares. We're bringing in a couple rares here. We're going to try this out. We're going to try it with Madame Saris. You could easily bring in Tyrell or other kind of earlier game attack down, defense down champions. We're going to do this because it's going to give us the best. I don't want to have to go, oh, they've got shields, so now we've got to figure out something else. That's what makes Madame Saris so good. We're going to use it. And we're using Lysandra as our speed lead, so we're giving up some speed aura there to even this out. I think my team is a little bit more advanced than most of the teams here because we're on a Monday. But yeah, look at the difference in speed. It kind of is unfair for that, but this isn't about that. This is about seeing if we can make this work. And so who do we want to try to kill? I think our problem's right here. Best part is Void. Yeah, boom, dead. It's over. It's over before it began. Boom, dead. We got 2 to go. I don't think we want Scartorsus going here. We'll just keep them down. Her damage is actually pretty shocking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not expect her damage to, it's not crazy, but the fact that it's even hitting as hard as it is pretty impressive for a rare champion. It's very rare to find. Ew. All right, let's try another one here. This could be trouble. We've got a Duchess, and we've got a Trunda, so we need to go before them, or it's going to be lights out for us, my friends. Okay, good. We want to try to take her out. We know we got 2 chances, right? So that was intentional. Now we can try here, and boom, perfect. That's exactly the scenario we wanted here. Some good damages. Let's not let that debuff hit us. See if we can even get. This would be nice if we could pick one of those off. No, oh, not a big deal. All right, Malbranch lost hers, but I think it's all over the crying. I don't think Lysandra's gonna beat us out here. So perfect, another win. We're 2 for 2. Pretty good with the team. What are you thinking if you're one of these champions? Now, Johnny, he's level 58. He's probably punching up anyway, and he's pretty excited. He's got some great champions, even at such a low level. I feel bad for Lorik here because he's level 79. He's probably grinding it out like anyone else. He's got great champions. Some asshole comes in with a couple of rares and puts him down. It's not very fair. It's not very nice of me. I feel like I don't feel bad at all. Don't. All right, let's try one more here. Buff. Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy, Twitch. So we don't want her rezzing anyone. We're gonna get rid of that. Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about this one. Let's just go with an AoE here. This could be our troublemaker here. Oh well, we got the one I was most worried about, but unfortunately, we are gonna take a hit here. See, we survived it. See that attack down. That attack down. That's the unspoken thing about Madame Saris is that attack down against invisible champions or veiled champions, and of course this being the biggest one of them all, right? That's a huge bonus. So there's 3 fights. She's hitting pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Do you want one more? Okay, right here. One more. This one looks like I'm biting off more than I can chew. We've got a Madame Siphi. I don't know. We've got a Siphi here. Ooh, not a very fast built Siphi, but I see a whole lot of HP, so we're gonna have to hope for some big hits. So again, we want him to die. I'm hoping Elaine can take him out because we need her to die. There we go. And then we're gonna do this. Boom, boom. Good. Exactly what we needed. We can. He's barely got. He's slow. He is slower than molasses. So that actually works to our advantage. We can pick on the other 2, and then I think we'll probably kill him here. Double hit. Yeah. Man, that's. I'm still can't get over how much he hits. shouldn't be a big surprise, but still, wow. All right, so there you go. That's 4 for 4. Granted, yeah, we're not taking her into platinum level arena, but the fact is I'm going up with 2 rares and we're still able to take champions out. So I don't know. Take that, Twitch. At me now, Twitch. At me now. Probably see you tonight. Depending on when I post this. It might be tomorrow night. It might be, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Let's now go and talk about some final thoughts. Final thoughts on this champion. Don't build her. Please don't build her. She's a rare champion. She's not a very strong rare champion. She has a bad kit. She apparently has some pretty good modifiers, pretty good multipliers, I guess would be the better way to put it. Some pretty good multipliers on her attack, which makes her somewhat useful. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of champions that can be somewhat useful. And in order to be actually useful, they need to have a kit. And that is something she doesn't have. In order for her to be any good at all. And I mean, this was just a troll. I was just trolled by my Twitch. And it happened, and it is what it is. But the fact of the matter is, you could easily take this champion up to 50, and you could use her quite well in the early game. Just put as much good attack-based gear as you can. We're fighting in Gold 4. She's doing, you know, nearly 100k damage. She might be in Bronze 1 hitting for 30k damage. But still, at that level, a lot of the champions that she's hitting are still going to go down with that kind of damage. So, absolutely, I would say take her to 50 if you need that extra damage. But for her to actually be usable, she needs to not be a bomb champion. Bomb champions are crap. Even if she were, I get the single target, she's a rare, but give her 2 bombs, give her 100% chance. And with this kit, if this was 2 bombs, 100% chance, I could at least get behind it. It can still be resisted, right? She can still have that case with the mastery. You hit him too hard, and the mastery took away one of the debuffs. That happens all the time with my Astrolith. There's ways around this already, so that you don't have to put her. What if she doesn't land a bomb? You've got a bomb champion that's got 1 bomb ability, and you don't land it. Garbage. So that would be what I'd say if you're gonna if we were actually thinking of making her useful. Make bombs. You know, well, step 1, just make bombs useful, which they currently aren't. Figure it out. Figure out a different way to make bombs actually relevant in this game. But under the pretense that it is what it is, give her 2 bombs, give her 100% chance on a single target, and then it's really fun. Then she's got a counterattack. She puts up the counterattack. You pair her with maybe a shield champion or someone that can keep her survive long enough, you know, block damage or unkillable or something, where she's taking damage, she's taking hits, so she can counterattack with that A2, and then you've got another bomb with her, and then this thing would actually be kind of reasonably powerful to her A1 and A2 together if A3 wasn't such a steaming pile of crap. So those are my thoughts on her. It was really fun to build her out. Really exciting to see her hit harder than I think I ever thought she would be. Twitch, I hope you're happy with yourself. There you go. We built her out. And it's a double feature because in a couple days I will drop the other champion that I was trolled into building. So thank you for your support, guys. It was actually Friday night was really fun. I mean, I've received donations. You guys have taken care of me over the last many months that I've been streaming, but last night was a very special and very appreciative of what you guys were doing there with you know, gifted subs and biddies and stuff. So I thank you very much for that. I hope this pays the due, the debt that is owed by me. I hope this paid it out. There you go, Malbranch. In the meantime, I hope you stay safe. Practice social distancing. We're almost there, everybody. Be kind to one another. We'll see you in the next video.